Oh, hey Charles, how you doing?
This week was it was better.
Better?
Yeah, me and Mike, he knew I was really sad about stuff with my court case and Cody leaving the program, and so we just went on some walks and yeah, it was good.
That sounds like Mike's pretty supportive of you.
Yeah, it's really nice that we don't have to say much. He can be on his phone and I can be doing my thing and just being with each other is nice.
Yeah. How else was it better from last week?
You know, I think I didn't have to. I got to talk to my lawyer, and so that was, they're still at a standstill. I'm still waiting, but it is what it is.
What does your lawyer have to say about this whole process?
She's one of those public defenders, so she's really busy all the time. But as long as I know that she's defending me, then and she believes in me, that's all that counts. And she says she believes me, so.
Do you have anyone else in your life that you feel believes in you, that believes you?
I thought so until I came here, and now my brother doesn't want to talk to me. My niece pretends that she'll say she'll come and hang out with me or whatever, but she'll ignore me. Or my fiance, I would love to talk to her, and my son, but I refuse to let them see me like this. So it's really just me.
When was the last time you talked to your fiance or something?
Back in January of last year.
So it's been a long time. Mm-hmm. You have no contact with them at all?
I can't let them see me like
that. How do you think that they feel about this whole thing?
My son, he keeps on thinking people are after me or I'm in trouble or whatever, but I just...
How old is he?
20.
Okay.
But, I hope he knows that I love him. And my fiance, I don't know too much. We just haven't talked much.
So did you have a good relationship with your son before all this happened?
I did. He's technically not my biological son.
Okay.
I adopted him, but yeah, he's my boy. I love him.
Yeah. That's good. What kind of things do you do right now, I guess, for self-care? Because that's a lot to handle, having these people that you're so emotionally close to, physically close to, your son. I mean, you chose to adopt him, That's something that you chose. You chose that relationship. You chose to be with your fiance, and now you're choosing not to do it, and that's hard. That's really hard. How do you take care of yourself with that?
I think the walk this week was helpful.
Yeah, getting outside.
I used to be a graphic designer, so I started looking at my old designs. But apart from that, we can't do much. I don't have a phone. I don't have internet. So, yeah, there's not too much I can do here.
Being a graphic designer, do you like all kinds of art stuff? Or would you be open to drawing, painting or something like that? Would that be enjoyable for you?
I've never painted, but I could definitely draw.
Yeah. I know that could be a really good outlet sometimes. So maybe drawing, you don't have to draw how you feel. You're not 5. But, you could draw and express yourself that way. Draw you haven't painted before, but I could find painting really soothing and helpful for me. So that might be something that you can do as well. Or maybe if you don't want contact with your son, but do you want, I kind of get the feeling that you still want to know how he's doing now.
Oh, yeah.
So what if there wasn't a physical contact, but maybe a letter, or you drew this picture because it reminded you of him? How'd you feel about
that? That's a good, yeah.
Because I know it's really hard to be in a really low state, where nobody believes you. You feel like you're all alone, and the people that you're closest to, you can't let them be. You have to shut them out, really. You're trying to preserve and protect yourself and your family, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So having some kind of contact might at least let them know, hey, I'm still thinking about you. I'm still here. which it kind of sounds like that's maybe what you want.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But what do I tell him?
Maybe you don't have to tell him anything. You know, maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's not about, oh, I'm going through this horrible thing. You know, I mean, I believe that you're innocent. What happened? You know what I mean? I can tell you're a very genuine guy, right? So be genuine with them. Be like, hey, you know, I was wondering about you. You know, how are you doing? You know, when all this is over, I really hope that we can, you know, get together, have coffee. You know, something like that, something small. Or like, hey, you don't even have to say anything like that. You can drop them a picture and be like, I made this and it really reminded me. What do you think about it? You know, start with something that's not about you. And yeah, he's gonna be curious and he's probably gonna ask. And I'd be willing to help you respond to them if you don't respond to letters or something. Yeah. I mean, I think that it's really hard to be in a place where you feel like you have nobody. But it sounds like that relationship was strong and still could be strong. Yeah, that would be super to reconnect with them and have something else outside of here giving me some motivation to stay with my program. When's the last time you wrote a letter? Gosh, long time. Yeah, I don't think people really do that anymore. That's true. But how excited do you get when you get mail? I love it. Exactly. And getting mail is fun. So I think that starting that might be good for you. Mm-hmm. So other than these things, is there anything else in your life or anything in your life that's satisfying to you? It's really hard being there. Yeah. It's nice. I mean, Cody, he reminded me a lot of my son. He even made jokes like my son. And now that he's gone, it's like he just left. And I knew he was gonna leave and I didn't even say goodbye. And so I'm gonna have to live with that for the rest of my life, that I never said goodbye to him. Just like my son. Well, is there a chance that Cody knows how much you cared about him and how much he helped you? I mean, we hung out a lot, and so I'm sure he does know, but he never like heard my words. Because I wrote him a letter and everything, but I just couldn't get myself to give it to him. Why? What stopped you? I just didn't want to accept that he was leaving. So it's hard. It's hard for you. Sounds like separating is hard. Or like, I mean, changes are really hard for everybody. You know, not having someone with you all the time is hard. Not having someone that you're close to is hard. How long was Cody in the program with you? He came in about the same time as me, so we were together 3 or 4 or 5 months. That's a long time. It's a long time to get to know somebody. So, do you feel like your relationship with Cody's over? Yeah, I mean, he's gone. Mm-hmm. And you don't think that there's any way to contact him? I mean, maybe once I get my phone back or I can get internet, but right now I have no way of contacting him. And is that something that you need right now, or would you be open to like saying, okay, so maybe I can't talk to him right now, right? But maybe I'll just write down things I would like to tell him. And when I see him next, you know, I would like to tell him about the walk that you had with, was it Mark? Yeah. Like the walk that you had with him, you know, it was great. And it got me out for, damn, this court case has been really hard and I would really like to reconnect with you because you're my support system. It sounds like he's doing better. Cody's doing better. You know? So maybe we put the actual contact on hold, kind of like we're talking about with, you know, your wife, or your fiance, I'm sorry. Your fiance or your son, you know. But you still remember that you have everything written down that you want to tell him when you get internet access. And you can find him on Facebook or send him an email. You know, because I would be willing to bet that if you feel this strongly about Cody and him leaving and you're not saying goodbye, he's probably having some thoughts about it too. Yeah. How's your sleep been?
I think better now that, I have my own room now. I don't have a roommate, so that helps.
That's nice.
Otherwise, I was like not getting any sleep. I'm kind of an insomniac, I think.
You think so? Mm-hmm. And you think that having a roommate is distracting anyway, but did they snore, keep you awake, or did they just really?
Yeah.
Was it just having someone in the room?
Well, I think it's also because I'm a bit of an introvert too. Okay. So it's nice to have like my own place that I can go back and just
your own space.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, that's good. You know that you have that now. Who was your roommate before? Was it Cody?
No. It was this jerk of a human, but he's got kicked out of the program, so it's a good situation now.
Good for you, bad for him. I mean, hopefully he finds the help that he needs. Is there anything else that's on your mind today?
I think I just don't know how I'm supposed to. Like, let's say my court case does go through and I'm found innocent again. Because how do I live my life? Like, my name is all plastered on the internet of this allegation. I don't have anywhere to go. I just don't know. Like, they ruined my life. I only have 30 years, maybe, if I'm lucky, left to live. How am I supposed to live it?
It's really hard. It's a really hard place to be. And I don't have all the solutions yet. But in your ideal world, what would you want it to look like going back into regular society? So say you're found innocent, which would be great. Yeah. Say you're found innocent, what would you want life to be like?
I'd want everyone to know that I didn't do it.
Okay.
And I'd want to not have restrictions on who I can hang out with and how I can hang out with them.
Yeah.
And
is that going to happen if you're found innocent? They can't put restrictions on you.
But people are still going to talk.
Yeah, people are always going to talk. And the worst thing is that you can't control what other people say. How other people feel. It's how you deal with it. You know you're innocent. You have people on your team that know that you're innocent. Start there. Yeah. What else would you think would be like afterwards?
I just don't want to wake up so sad and depressed and wanting to blow up the St. Paul Police Department.
It's a very serious thing to think about. Do you think you would ever actually do that?
I filled up my car with gas tanks because I was going to, and just couldn't get myself to do it because I knew that would just make me look more guilty. Same with, I can't kill myself because then everyone would just say, oh, he definitely did it then. He couldn't live with the guilt.
Thank God that you have a piece of your body that's more safe. I think that people have suicidal thoughts because they want to protect themselves. There's a part of your body that says, this shit sucks, and I want to protect myself, and this is the only way. Thank God that you have that. Thank God that you didn't act on it. But it shows that there's a part of your body that still wants to protect yourself. It's a primitive part, and it's normal to feel that way. This is a bad situation. It's really hard to feel this low. It's hard to be accused of something that you didn't do. So it's really, I'm grateful that you have a part of your body that really wants to take care of you. I'm also glad that you're still here. Yeah. So back to this bombing of the police department, the blowing of the police department. You were gonna do it.
Yeah. They ruined my life, and I wanted to ruin theirs.
Do you think that the police department really ruined your life?
Yeah, they're the ones who held me for 2 years.
They did hold you for 2 years, they did, but say something happened to your son, right? and someone was accused of what you're accused of, right? Would you want the police department to act the same way?
I mean, I guess yes.
It's hard to think about because you know you're innocent, but not everybody else does. It's hard. It's so hard. I know, but they're doing their job. As much as their job might suck sometimes, and they probably don't feel great about holding an innocent man.
That is true.
But they're doing what they have to do.
Bob did say that he felt bad that I was going through this.
Yeah. There's people doing their jobs. So I'm glad you didn't go through all night either.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't have helped my case anymore.
It wouldn't have helped your case. And I think you're a pretty genuine human being, so I think that, you don't really want to hurt anybody.
No.
No.